Hey, good morning. It is 7:30 on a Thursday and you are live with me, Preston. Hey, I want to get right to it. Did you know the evil truth? I don't know if it's evil. That's a bit much. But the deep, dark, hidden truth about megachurches that they don't want you to know. You know what that is? I'm going to tell you. That's right. I've got all the answers for you. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to move a microphone without making noise. Hey, listen, man. A mega church, any church. But I'm just going to focus on the mega church, what we would consider a mega church, a big old huge church. It's a party. I don't mean that in a negative way. Before you think I'm attacking mega churches, I'm not. Mega churches are in the Bible. The book of Acts, one of the first churches after Jesus left, and the believers were all hanging out in Jerusalem. They were meeting in the temple. There was like thousands of them. Thousands. But that does not detract away from my statement, which is megachurch is a party. That's all it is. So to paint that picture for you mentally, I'm going to put it like this. Imagine, if you will, go back with me in time, in your memories. You're getting sleepy right now. Sleep. You're back in time. You're a freshman in high school. This might not have been your experience, but it's stereotypical because of Hollywood, so stick with me. You're a freshman in high school. You don't know anybody. You got this one upperclassman who seems to like you, and he invites you, or she invites you to a party. That's right. That's where all the popular cool kids are, is at the party. So you take them up on the offer. You go to the party. Once you're at this party, all kinds of people all over the place doing different stuff. Some of them are drinking. Some of them are smoking. Some of them are just listening to music and chilling out. All kinds of options. But what I want us to focus on, when you're at that party, you've got a decision to make. You can either make friends with the party. And what do I mean by that? You love the atmosphere. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And somebody comes and puts a beer in your hand in one of those dumb little red Solo plastic cups. And you start drinking the beer. Wow, this is wonderful. You meet people. They laugh at your jokes. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're playing beer pong, whatever the hell that is. I didn't grow up playing beer pong. Not my scene. But listen, you hang out, you start to love the activities. Or you have another option. You find some people and you get into a conversation with them and you make friends. You can either make friends with the party, the atmosphere, the activities, all the choices and stuff that you could do, or you can make friends with a couple few people. And what do we call that couple of few people? We call them community. And I hear this all the time being preached from all types of churches, especially the mega churches. Oh, we're a community. Come and join. I see billboards all the time for these big mega churches. Come and join with us. Worship with us. They want to build a community. And I believe in their minds, they really want to do that. They don't know how. They only know one method, and that is throw a huge party, invite as many people as possible, and see what sticks. That's the only method that they have. And they're good at it because they throw good parties. They got good music. They got good light shows. They got good speakers. They've got great programs. Get your kids involved. They got great opportunities. I know kids that go to a mega church. They get the opportunity to travel, go on missions trips. And the church will pay for it because they got the funds. And it's wonderful, right? It's not a community. It's a party. These people that you go to a party, I'm going to go back to the party analogy. You're hanging out in a party. These people at the party, they're not your friends. They're all superficial connections. They're just people that you have a connection to. It's not really a deep friendship, as opposed to when you make friends, you get the opportunity to go to a party, you make a couple of few friends, and then you grow in relationship with those friends. Isn't that what community is? So you can't fault the megachurch for throwing a huge party and hoping that maybe you make a few friends in the process. And I have heard testimonies of people who grew up in megachurches, and that's what they'll say. If you don't find a few friends that become your community, you'll just be lost in the crowd. Not my experience with megachurch. Let me tell you my personal experience with megachurch. I went there to hide. I was between churches. I didn't know what to do. I just went there because I knew I could just blend into the scenery. And no one was going to ask me difficult questions. No one was going to really get to know the real me. So I could go along with the guise of, hey, this is a community. It's not a community. It's a party. Parties aren't bad. They're not bad. It's just, what are you going to do with it? To the analogy of the high school party, you got a choice to make. Right now, in your everyday life, you got a choice to make. Are you going to spend the rest of your high school years seeking out another party, always looking for where the party's going? And people in their church life, they do this. When the party dies down at the church they go to, what do? Well, the Holy Spirit's just not there. Spirit's just not moving. Especially here in the Bible Belt. I'm mostly talking about Pentecostal influenced people at the Bible Belt. Holy Spirit's just not moving there anymore. I got to go where the Spirit is. I'm being blown like the wind, dust in the wind. But you got a choice to make. You're going to go looking for another party, or are you going to enjoy your friends? Enjoy your friends. And I grew up in a very small church. A lot of people were disappointed at the size of that church. Why aren't there more people? How do we get more people to come to our party? I know it. We need 2 kegs. And we need to invite Jason. Jason's awesome. Jason will come. He'll do a keg stand. Everybody will laugh and applaud. They'll post it all over Instagram. More people will want to come to our next party. Think about that. Think about that. The tactics that big mega churches use, any church uses, it's the same as a bunch of high school kids trying to be popular. I'm not faulting them for it. I'm not saying they're bad for doing it. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm just saying, be honest about it. If mega churches would come out and say, hey guys, this is a party. Thanks for coming. This is as far as we can get you. We can get you in the room with other people who could potentially be your friends. And then maybe y'all could go have your own little church Bible studies on your own. But this is our job, to throw a party. And it's y'all's job to make friends. Wouldn't it be amazing if you had a mega church pastor that came out and said, hey, I'm not a pastor. I'm just a host of a party. And I'm glad you're here. Get to know one another so that you can actually have a community. Because we're not building a community. We're just building a party. It would be so honest and refreshing. I would be, yeah, it's a nice place, man. Might go there. Here's the bad news, though. Bad news. Parties, they come to an end. But before I go any further, got a couple of comments. Seth Radliff has joined us, and Seth Radliff gave me a hard time about not being live yesterday. So the only reason I'm live today is for Seth Radliff. This is all for you, Seth. Hey, man, let's see his comment. You best not be talking about my boy Jason. I am. Jason's not a real person, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Just a person I made up. But I am talking about your boy Jason. We've all known a Jason. Keg stand Jason. Hey, Kevin Parker has joined us. Good morning, sir. Great to see you. Online. On this online community that I'm making. It's a party online, okay? I'm going to be honest too. This is just a party. I only do it because I like it. Hey, listen, Kevin Parker's got a comment. We need 2 kegs. Hell, I'd settle for 1 keg. Kevin Parker, you wouldn't know what to do with a whole keg. Kevin Parker, I'm not even going to say it. It would be an insult to you, sir. And I'm not going to go there. One time I stole this keg. You heard me right. I was a good Christian young lad. I invited some friends over to my house. My parents were out of town. Went over to went over to a golf course, for those of you who don't know. I was going to sneak onto the golf course and play a couple of rounds for free, a couple of holes. They were having a tournament. They had this drink stand set up, and they had these refreshments and stuff. So we ran over there to steal some Cokes. We did notice there was a big old keg there. So I instructed my friends, let's get this keg and take it back to my house. We did. We drank maybe the equivalent of one pitcher of beer. Didn't go so well the next morning. Felt like crap. Took the keg out into the national forest and shot it with guns till it shot and spewed beer everywhere. Very fun. So I wouldn't even know what to do with a keg. I just shoot it and watch beer spew out and have a good time. Got no business with these kegs, man. Keg stand Jason, he's not the kind of guy you want to hang out with. But hey, let me get back to the point. Thanks for the comments, by the way. The party, it does come to an end. Unfortunately, even the party of life is going to come to an end one day. And you're going to be left lonely. And maybe it's not even the end of your life. Let's just say, the church changes. The mega church you go to, the church group you go to, it changes. You're going to be feeling very, very lonely if you haven't made friends. I've been part of 2 different churches that went, and they end up, 3. What am I saying? I've been part of 3 churches. I've been present and accountable for the end, the death, if you will, of a church community. And it can be sad when things start to dwindle down. Maybe the minister, the pastor decides, hey, you know what, I'm going to step down, and no one really steps up. Things change. And on the outside, it can be sad. But because I made lasting friendships, I've never been heartbroken at the close of the doors of a church. As a matter of fact, it moves you on to the next phase of life with good friends. Good friends. And people leave churches. People just leave the party. Hey, I'm done with the party. I'm not coming anymore. And then the guy who's throwing the party, he's like, he can't understand why people are leaving his party. But if he understood his job, throw the party, get the people in the same room, let them make friends with one another. I'm friends with people who I don't go to church with anymore. The party, I don't go to the same party as them, but we're still friends. And they comment on my videos like this. The party does come to an end, let me tell you. But you know what doesn't? Friendships. That's very cheesy, I know. But it's true, man. It's true. Friendships, they don't come to an end. A real friendship. You don't see somebody for 5, 10 years. When you do see them, pick up where you left off. Why? Because they're a friend. A friend loves stronger than a brother. A brother is somebody that you have to love because you were born into the same family as them. But a friend is like having a brother or a sister that you chose to become family with. It's powerful stuff. Making friends. Hey, that being said, got a quick comment from Gwen Reed. She says a reunion would be interesting. That is true. On a side note, I'm going to say this, then we got to go. I got to go, man. I did have a little reunion for a church, the church I grew up in. The youth group was like 6 teenage guys. And the youth pastor, 20-something years later, he put on a little reunion at a restaurant. And we all came together with our wives and our stories and what we had done with our life. And we shared stories. And when we left, Carrie was like, wow, I want to go to that church. I wish I would have grown up in the youth group of that church. I said, that church was nothing. It was just some little podunk little thing in the backwoods in the middle of nowhere. And I said, and it doesn't exist anymore. It's done. It's over. But look at the friendships that were made. Look at the strong individuals that came out of that. Powerful stuff, man. Powerful, powerful stuff. So yeah, reunion. A very interesting point. Thanks, Gwen. We're going to end there. I do want to remind you about the question of the week that we will be getting to and discussing tomorrow. Question of the week. Something to think about. I enjoy thinking. I want you to think about it too, man. If I liked hunting, these videos would be about hunting. But I don't give a damn about hunting. I like overthinking. Stimulating my mind. Hey, is it possible to get more than you deserve? in life? Is it possible? You hear people say that. Oh, I've been blessed more than I deserve. What is that? Is it possible? Think about that. Want to say bye. Have a great day. We'll see you back tomorrow, Friday, 7:30 a.m. This has been Done Believing, moving away from simply believing the truth straight towards knowing the truth, all for the purpose of overcoming your own delusions. Nobody else is going to do it for you. If you think somebody else is going to help you overcome delusions, guess what? You're going to be delusional. One more comment from Seth Radlett. Change your name, Seth. Make it easier for me to pronounce. One more comment from Seth Radliff. A Done Believing reunion would be cool too. You're right. I've been thinking about that. But you know what the problem with our hometown of Conroe is? You know what the problem with Conroe is? There's nowhere to hang out past 9 o'clock on a weekend unless you go to a bar. There ain't no cool coffee shops. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, I guess you go sit in Denny's. But Denny's has got a world of problems. You're going to have to talk to all these weird waitresses. Yuck. The waitresses at Denny's, they're icky. They're icky. One more comment. Kevin Parker says, how about lunch? And Seth says, facts. That's right. That's spoken like a guy who's been at Denny's past 10 o'clock. Good Lord. Hey, man, we'll catch you later. Think about that. Overcoming. Anything else? No, that's all. That's it. I'm going to end with that.